Welcome back, everybody. It's Rama from Junk Journal Divas. Hello, my friends. I am here today with a bunch of plant stuff material that I got from my yard, and I want to play around a little bit today with trying to do eco prints with my embossing machine. Now, I did this before, but there was so much going on in the video that I did that I thought I'll just do a separate video with this and explore it a little bit more. And I also have my embossing machine on the other side of my room, so I'm going to move that over to my desk so I have everything right here. Just so you see, for now, I just grabbed some of these. I thought I can just pick off little pieces maybe. Oh, look, I even have little buds here. So I just grabbed a little piece of them because I wanted to show also a great thing to do is to just take these and press them. Whole bunch of fun things that you can do with them, and I have videos doing lots of stuff like that, so I will link those videos, and I'm sure I'll be doing more again in the future. So I wanted to show you this bush that I have. So if you can see, the leaves are like a deep purple, but they're starting to turn, these are at the very tips, they're starting to turn this really bright red color. So I'm excited. I'll have to go out and grab some once they turn red. The red ones are down at the bottom of the bush, so they're kind of sporadic and hard to get at this point, but soon. So I'm waiting for those. And then I just got some other random leaves from my yard and from some of my shrubs. Okay guys, I have my plates for my embossing machine here. I have the vagabond, the one that looks like a suitcase. And so I'm going to put some together and run it through right here. So let me see. I have some tea-dyed linen paper. I'm just going to fold it in half so it fits through the machine. And if you put your leaf in the center here, you get two prints then. I have my hosta leaves, some Japanese maple, some just various things. This is a holly bush. Those purple ones that I was showing you. More of a holly bush. Okay, I want to try some of these and see what happens. Get this one with all the colors. So I am in North Carolina, and I don't know, I grew up in Pennsylvania, and I'm used to, fall there is amazing. I'm just going to cut these stems off. So let's see here. Okay, so we're going to sandwich these down in here. Close my paper. And I got my top here. All right, so I have this together, and then I'm going to go ahead and push it through and then back. See, dun, da, da, da. That is not good. Pretty boring. Okay, so we've got an imprint, and that's about it. That's kind of disappointing. Maybe I need to add a little more pressure. Let's do part two. I am going to stack them up a little bit more. So I've got 3. Let's see what happens here. Let's see, did this make a difference? No. All right, so these look really pretty, but we're just not really getting color, so I am going to remove these. I mean, this still looks pretty cool underneath. This will look, okay, let's try this with the dyed paper because we already have some color. And so, because it did leave a good imprint there. Let's try it with the different paper. Okay, I have one of my dyed papers here. I'm just going to do the same thing and stack a bunch of them in there. That's quite a bit in there. It's like a leaf sandwich. I'm going to put it through. Okay, you can see I've got some leaf guts here. It's really, oh my, they're really smushed. Oh my goodness, I got some color though. Let me get my trash can. Okay, so you can see here, this really got smushed. So I'm gonna put this paper aside, work on some other ones, because when this dries, then I'll be able to brush it off a lot easier. But you can see up close here, so there is some, you know, the print going on there. Let me do some of my purple because I know those turn out well. I've already done those. So let me see, I'm just gonna cut some of this off of here. So let's put the purple guys in there. And then I'm gonna put these reds at the bottom because these are the same plant, just not all red yet. Get this lined up here. Okay, let's try this. You can already see the purple. Oh, isn't this interesting? Look, bright red, but look, the color is purple. So these prints turn out well. I would say these are the best thing that I've done so far. Now I'm going to try a blue paper. I'm going to try this guy. It's kind of like a, I guess it is a holly, some type of holly bush. So let's see, let's adjust these leaves. You can pretty much tell immediately because even just like this, you can see if there's some juices there. Now, when I got my leaves, I picked these off of the tree, so, and they're not dead, you know, so I thought that they would work a little bit better, but okay, so we have a little bit of an imprint there. Let's see how it goes through to the back. Now, if I would put this whole thing in there, I think because of the branches, oh, look at that, the seeds, it would not print very well. So I'm just going to cut them off. Okie doke, let's try this. Okay, I did this twice, back and forth twice. Ooh, this looks good. Oh, how fun is that? Now, I did have the question if you could do this more than once with the same leaves, and you can, but it's not as good. So that's pretty cool. Very interesting. Star shape there. And let's try my hosta. Because when I eco-dyed my papers, I liked using those because they were so big. So it was just like a big leaf, you know, on my page. And especially in the summer when they were really growing and doing well. Let me wipe off some of my plant juices. Gotta tell you, the last time I had an evergreen that I tried to do, and oh my goodness, it just was green juice everywhere. So I thought, I'm gonna try a tiny piece of this one. Are all evergreens the same? That's what I wanna know. This is like my love of science and love of art coming together here. I always want to experiment on things. Okay, let's put these guys down. Oops. Oh, I hear that crunching. Oh, it's sticking together, so we got something. Okay. Okay, so there's the hosta leaf, so you can see one here and one here. All right, I'm gonna give this a whirl. We're gonna try a piece of this and see what happens. And I'm just doing these because the last time I did it, oh my goodness, it was funny, you guys. I had it sticking out too on the edges. It was a long piece, so I just had juice like oozing out over the edges. So whatever you do, don't make that mistake. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, this is much better than the one that I did first. Much better. Ooh, very fragrant too. All right, well, that's good to know. Okay. Now I definitely want to try more of these. Let's just try these guys. And okay, this is definitely more messy because everything sticks here, but the prints are kind of cool. This would be cool for holiday because you have that smell too. Let me brush this into my trash. Okay, I'm just gonna take a dry paper towel and rub here. there we go. So this would be kind of cool to arrange them like a wreath and run them through that way. You don't get much on the other side of this one, but so have to keep that in mind for holiday. Maybe we'll try something like that. I'm going to try a few of the flowers. I'm just going to run this through as is, and we're going to see what happens, and then we can kind of make adjustments if we want. Ooh, this looks colorful in there. Oh, look at those colors. So these are red, and we get this bluish color. I kind of like this. Let me use my paper towel and scrape some of this off. Okay, so I think this is my favorite so far. I really like this. So I'm going to try more. Now I think it's probably, let's see what color, maybe, would it show up? I don't know if it would show up really well on a green. Let me just do another tea dye. My scissors go. So let's cut this apart. Okay, so I really kind of took a lot of these pieces apart here. Here, look guys, that's, we've got plant juice. Oh, I really like these prints. And I like that this kind of pulls up easily since it's all combined there. It doesn't pull apart. So I have some more pieces to pick off. I'm getting crazy here, guys. Okay, I just ran it through once, just boom, through, and that was it. Okay. We have our glob here. So this is still really pretty and definitely not as messy. And I did 2 sheets at once. I'm going to use the rest of these few purple pieces that I brought in. See, and this one has this pretty flower. Should we try to, or am I pushing it here? We'll see. Okay, here we go. Yeah, these are like a great result every time. So I definitely really like, I don't even know if anybody asks, what is that purple bush? I have no idea. But it's green and then it gets this deep purple, and in the fall it turns, I mean, bright red. And it also gets these little pink flower, fuzzy flower things on. So yeah, these are definitely the best results that I've had, these and the hydrangeas. Again, I'm just gonna cut some of this stem off at the bottom. Plant guts. I'm even wondering if I let this dry on here and put a little bit of like matte medium or something on top. I'm gonna leave this as is and just kind of play. Run this guy, this other holly through. And that was just one time through, one shot. So that's definitely better, more interesting there. Okay guys, so it's day 2 and I came back and I'm looking, I just ran this one through my embossing machine. And I thought, let me try to, I'm gonna try to maybe paint a little bit of paint onto the leaves and just kind of experimenting here, like always. Put like a light coat on here. Then I'm just gonna close it. And roll over it here. Okay, now I'm gonna try another one, and I wanna just try doing the brayer all over it. We'll see how that works out. Okay, so here, let's open this up to see what we got. Got a lot more juice from this one. Nature's Paint. Okay, definitely a little more interest with the different colors of green there. Let's try some more. Put my leaves over here. And I'm gonna just go over these with my brayer. Okay, this definitely helps get a cool print. Let's get this stuff to my garbage. Okay, so this is definitely cool. Use your brayer and go on both sides of the leaf and add a little bit of paint. Definitely helps. So we're going to try more with these leaves that I had yesterday. They're actually at the top of my garbage and I just pulled them back out. So I'm going to cut these stems off. Let's take our paper. Okay, let's try this one. So much better. Kind of fun. Okay, so it got the, so you need to do one at a time unless you want some of the print from the other one there. Let's see, we've got this espresso color. Whoops. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, so now that I have a method that I definitely like more, I would try some of my fun dyed papers. Okay, so I have a dyed paper here. And let's try the same thing. Now, the only thing about this is that this paint tends to dry pretty quickly, so gotta somewhat work fast, I think. What we get here. Okay, I love it. Definitely like this method much better. Okay guys, let's take a look at the results that we got here. So this was the first one that I did with my maple leaves, and it is much better. I mean, now that it's the next day and I'm kind of coming back to revisit these things, I do like this. Then I have this one that I put a whole bunch of leaves on, and I said that I'd wait for it to dry and scrape this off. it's not so easy. I used this thing, and I mean, you really got to go in there, and there's still a lot on there. So I think also when you run your plant material through, then switch it out. If you redo it and use the same plant material, it tends to break down. And do this. This one actually turned out pretty good. And then this is my purple leaves that I have, and really love the way these turn out. Some more. This one was interesting. I got green color here. It is kind of fun to see what colors come out, because remember the one I had a bright red leaves and it came out purple. Here you can see where that little flower was. Okay, and then this was my Japanese maple. This was my hosta plant. And then I tried the evergreen trees out there in my yard. Now these, I did like these, the hydrangeas. Looks really nice on the tea-dyed paper. This is tea-dyed linen paper, which also I have some in my shop. The linen paper just feels really nice. And this one. Yeah, I definitely like these. Okay, and then I did this where I painted the individual leaves and pressed them together. This is what I got. And then I decided to start to try using the roller. And I mean, it's messy, but I think I like this better. It's a much easier and, you know, faster. And these are the two results here then, side by side. So then I tried more with my roller and different metallic paints. So here's another one. And this is the method that I kind of decided that this is what I would do again. So since I had my method, I grabbed some of my papers that I dyed. These are my nicer papers. And I thought I'll just do some of these. Some oak leaves. More leaves. Look at that one. And it looks great on the blue paper. And I just did these guys, so they're still kind of damp. It's just an oak leaf. This definitely was a bit messy. And yeah, see these, I'll wait till this dries and get some of this stuff off of here. I don't want to rip my paper. Oh, I guess this one is coming up with the paper towel. There we go. That's better. And here's another one. Another one. And then some with my green paper. So I definitely would try these, and when I get my jelly plates out the next time, I'm gonna try some leaves, because that's basically what I'm doing here, huh? Except I'm just painting the leaves. So that was it for today. This was a fun little experiment. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like the video. And if you've had experience playing around with this stuff, please comment. I love to get your comments, and it also helps us as YouTubers. So once again, I thank you and happy creating. And also, guys, let me know in the comments if you like watching my experiments that I do, because I love experimenting, or if you would just prefer shorter, get to the point with what you found that works the best. Thanks again, guys.